I'm in New York for Christmas. I'm home. We're starting off, we're gonna do the holiday lights walk in the city. It snowed last night, which is why I picked today to do it. Hopefully there's still some snow around and it's not all dirty and gross. Come with me, let's go. We're at Macy's, where the windows are out. They're super cute this year. There's also all these shops now. Yeah, Macy's Holiday Square, which I haven't seen before. Yeah, now that we did the quick walk by, see all the Macy's windows. Very cute this year. It's all about the history of Macy's and the holiday here, the holiday season at Macy's. We'll walk across. I'm gonna go through the Holiday Square and then make our way towards Bryant Park. Oh, this is the food part. When I worked in Jersey City, this was my favorite part of the holiday season, is they set up all these cute food stalls now outside of Macy's. And for the most part, they're delicious. There was one year where I tried to try them all, and I rated them, I think, on my Instagram. Made it to the Bryant Park Winter Village. I'm not going in. And why not? Because you know what? The Winter Village at Bryant Park has not been the vibe for like maybe 15 years now. When it first started, oh man, we used to come here, you get so many Christmas gifts, you get a bunch of like cool, trendy new foods. The food trends in the park haven't really changed at all in that time. Like there's one or two new things. I think this year there's actually a few new food things that I saw on Bryant Park's Instagram, which is really good if you're thinking about checking out events at the park and stuff like this one. But in general, yeah, the Bryant Park Winter Village is not it. They do have free ice skating though. So if you do want to put knives on your feet and skate on ice covered plastic blocks, this is it. This is the one to do. The one at Rockefeller Center, you have to book like weeks in advance and it costs so much money. Even though you get all the cuteness of it, but it's not really it from people I know that have done it. Here is considered worth it, mostly because it's free. There's usually not a crazy long wait to do it, especially on a day like today where it's cold and snowing. But yeah, if you are interested in shopping local or finding like unique little gift items, I would head to the Village at Union Square. From what I was told this year, that one was the vibe. Lots of cool little shops and stuff. It gets super crowded though before Christmas. I would not recommend. After Christmas though, nobody comes. And so it's well worth it if you're interested in, you know, trying out some different food things and ice skating and hanging out outside, drinking mulled wine. It's pretty good for that. Yeah, now that we've hit Bryant Park, skipping Times Square, because there's nothing Christmassy in Times Square. I'm gonna start heading up Fifth Avenue. Let's go. I do want to give an honorable mention though to the Bryant Park bathrooms, which are the nicest bathrooms ever. They have classical music playing, they're super clean, everything's gorgeous in that little tiny building, which is right here behind me. Well worth the wait. If you have to use the bathroom, definitely better than any Starbucks. One thing I've gotten asked a lot about when I was in Australia is about the snow in New York. People always are like, oh, is it like at the movies? What's it like? It's a lot like this. Okay, and there's maybe a bald patch if you're lucky, a bunch of slush, and then gray snow slowly melting between you and the street. Now, the only time it gets precarious is when you're trying to cross the street. That's when you'll see unknowably deep piles of slushy water, ice, more snow. We made it to Rockefeller Center. Just as I expected, it is crazy here. It's super crowded. It's so crowded here. And I thought, oh, it's the daytime. People are gonna want to come at night when the tree's prettier. No, not the case. They just want to be here all the time. I should have known better. But regardless, We're here in front of Saks Fifth Avenue, which normally has a music and light show that happens every like 15 minutes. And then we'll see the tree and we'll keep walking up Fifth because there are a few more stores to see. I was shocked. On the way here though, so many stores were closed and almost nobody had Christmas decorations or any holiday decorations whatsoever. What is that? That's not the holiday spirit that we know and love. But anyway, my pro tip is if you do want to see the tree and avoid the legion of crowds that like to take pictures in front of the tree right here, there's a restaurant up there in the Saks Fifth Avenue. It's a French restaurant. It's actually, the food's quite good. And you can just actually go for cocktails too if you don't really want to eat or you don't want to spend the beaucoup bucks for dinner there. And what you can do is you can look out and get to look down on Rockefeller Center while being toasty warm and enjoying a lovely drink. All right, not quite as crowded as I expected to be. I think it's just a lot of people staying near on the street to try and get selfies with the tree. And here she is, and 30 Rock. Top of the Rock is the better rooftop if you are interested in that kind of thing. The Empire State Building is free late at night, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. It's also open super late till like 1 in the morning. Oh, it's just at the tree. There was one year the tree came from my university. One of the professors there, their backyard, and it was ginormous. So it was definitely chunkier than this one. But what they do is they actually do recruiting for the tree every year. They have like tree scouts, and people can submit their giant trees to be donated. But you do get the pride to say in your tree is the most famous Christmas tree of the season that year. It's not the worst trade-off. There are a couple of people ice skating down there. Let's try and get a better look. This is new. You used to be able to walk all the way up to that green fence under the tree. This whole thing used to be full of people, and now I see why it's so crowded. They basically closed off the entire walkway, so you can't get anywhere near the tree. And you can't get anywhere near the ice skating rink anymore, because they built all these little après-skate chalets, these little restaurants on the side of the rink. So you can't get anywhere near it. You can't get near the tree no more. So I'm just gonna head to my favorite, Nintendo World. This part of Rockefeller Center empty. Love it. Look, the cute trees, so cute. So pretty. It was nice. I took pictures for this young couple. The guy was just leaving his suitcase in the middle of the sidewalk. I was like, dude, you can't do that. But I'm still really surprised that you can't get anywhere near the tree anymore. That's mind-boggling to me. It means there's no through traffic, so you gotta walk all the way around? Around? Oh, wait. Oh, cuteness. Look. Nintendo World. Got more snow people? Yeah. Oh, Yoshi Snowman. Nintendo. Always. All right, the dark decorations outside Nintendo World are absolutely the cutest. I went inside, but inside was a little crowded. They didn't really have much things that were different than what they normally have. A lot of home goods now, though. And a lot of Animal Crossing home goods in the Nintendo World. And I saw a lot of people buying these giant Zelda statues. I don't know what that's about. But now that we've seen the tree, and I got to do a little walk through Nintendo World, it's time to keep heading up. I'm gonna go up to like 50-something where Tiffany's is. Because I think that's basically where the shopping and all the lights end. Still disappointing in general, this year's decorations. Not many, not much going on. Anyway, let's go. Never in all my days would have I have expected to see a colossal line for the new FAO Schwarz. I haven't been inside since because there was an original one on Fifth Avenue near, actually it is the Apple store. It's the Fifth Avenue flagship Apple store now. It used to be FAO Schwarz. That's where they had all the movies like that were filmed, what was it, Big? Was filmed there, I think, with the big piano. And then it shut down, they went bankrupt. And now, a few years ago, they moved here to Rockefeller Center. And I had no idea it would be so popular. I mean, the line is still continuing. We're moving past the entrance for NBC, and the line is still going. It's like 3 blocks long for a toy store. What do they have in this toy store? And the line for the end of the line right down here. Dang, that is wild, dude. Magnolia Bakery. Still got a line? Always has a line. I don't know why. I know Magnolia Bakery is popular because of Sex and the City, but it's not good. Oh, let's take a look at Radio City. There's a giant tree. There's also a new holiday market. I remember when Van Leeuwen was just this tiny ice cream shop by the Brooklyn Bridge. And I remember going to it before it was famous. All right, Radio City's looking real cute. This is cute, 6th Avenue. The shops though, nah, tourist trap, absolute trap. Nothing but made in China garbage that they're overcharging for. But it is what it is. You can't knock somebody for trying to make $1 in today's day, right? I will say, if you are in New York and you're looking for something to do, I've been to the Rockettes at Radio City. It's nice. First, you get to see Radio City Music Hall, which is a historic music and concert venue. It's gorgeous inside, the architecture. I'm not even an architecture person, and even I noticed how beautiful it was. The Rockettes are amazing to watch too. The show is cute. It's all like holiday themed. It usually has some kind of, mild storyline, and at the end of the day, it puts you in the holiday spirit, which is what it's all about. So now, let's vamoose back to Fifth Avenue and see some more holiday stuff. I'm only mentioning this because my Uber driver in a foreign country asked me about it. If you're interested at all in the Halal Guys, that's the corner where the original cart is. They started with as the only place that was open super late, so all the cab drivers and finance people from the UBS office, and there's a few other big finance company offices on this block, and they work weird hours. And so they were looking for something to eat late at night, and this cart opened up. And then few of my friends had internships at UBS and heard about it from their coworkers, how good it was. And then you get a bunch of college kids at 3, 4 in the morning lining up with the business people to get Halal Guys. And eventually it blew up. I mean, I've been going there for years before all of a sudden it was a thing. And I have to say, it's never been my favorite. Of all the halal carts that you can go to, Rafiki's downtown is definitely way better. Even the independent ones are better. I've never been a fan of Halal Guys. Is their white sauce good? Yeah, it's okay. Is the hot sauce good? Yeah, it's literally fire. But they don't season their meat. And so it ends up being a thing where you have to use the sauces. Which, maybe I don't want a pile of flavored mayonnaise on my food, right? So now, Halal Guys is a franchise. I think they have them in London, all over the U.S. I'm sure other foreign countries too. And now, the thing that was just this kind of underground, local secret is a worldwide chain. It's amazing how that works. Ferragamo. Ferragamo. Since when are balloons holiday decorations? I know you put your scarves on them, but that still doesn't count. How adorable is the Coach store? Look how cute. Now let's say you've come to New York to see the holiday decorations. You get hungry along the way and you think, okay, I'm gonna get food from one of these hot dog carts. Be careful. They should have a health rating on them. You want ones that have an A. You want ones that have one, period. A lot of them are not properly licensed because you don't know what these dudes are doing. Like they get real out of pocket real quick. Oh, it's not just Harry Winston, it's Harry Winston and the St. Regis. And look at this, who knew that Facebook had this kind of money to have a store on Fifth Avenue where the prices are very high for rent. Because that's how you get all these fancy stores like this one, the Rolexes and stuff. Look at the cute little gingerbread, little gingerbread house. It's Harry Winston gingerbread house. Okay, Harry Winston, I'll see you. If you've ever seen the steam coming out of the sidewalk or the street, it's actually because there is steam heat that runs underneath Fifth Avenue that buildings, such as that terrible one over there, can access and use for their heating. When there is excess steam that's being generated and not used, it's got to go somewhere, and so it vents up, typically through one of these smokestacks. But I guess sometimes just from a hole in the street. Even Trump Tower has holiday decorations. But I crossed the street not to get a look at that, to get a look at this. That is the Louis Vuitton store. And they always decorate really nice for Christmas. But this time, it's a pile of hard-sided Louis Vuitton cases. The famous steamer trunks that they made. The entire building. It's amazing looking. I don't know what this shenanigans is. Tiffany didn't even decorate. Nothing. They put little snow globes in the window, that's it. For shame, Tiffany. For shame. Bvgari didn't decorate. Mikimoto, Chanel. But still, come on. All that money, you got people spending all this money. Louis Vuitton outshining everybody. That is something else, dude. Everybody's stopping taking pictures, and you know what? I don't blame them. First time I don't blame anybody stopping to take pictures, because it is really cool. Behind me is Bergdorf Goodman, which I definitely would recommend. If you're looking, just look around. The Christmas ornaments that they have every year are gorgeous and not very expensive. It's the place where my grandmother used to work. So she only had one job out of high school before marrying my grandfather and becoming a stay-at-home mom / housewife. And it was here at Bergdorf Goodman, where she worked in, I think, the seamstress department. But she used to tell us a story about how when she first was with my grandfather and he needed a suit jacket, but they had no money. They never had any money. And what she did was she went into work and she went to the tailors and asked them to teach her how to make a suit. And they taught her how to do everything, the lining, the patterns, the whole kit and caboodle. And inside the store is gorgeous. And like I said, they have so many cool little things that you can even just look at if you're not in the shopping. If you're not looking to buy anything. And they do have some really cute, like New York-y things for if you're looking for like a souvenir. If you think you're gonna go to the Plaza and see the Plaza Christmas tree, the famous tree in the lobby, the beautifully decorated lobby of the hotel, think again. The hotel is closed to guests, and patrons only are allowed in. So everybody's just crowding in front trying to take pictures of the tree through the window. Not it. Not the vibe. They also did a pretty bad job clearing the sidewalk, so it's all slushy and gross. For shame, Plaza. For shame. And Central Park is right here. Central Park marks the end of the tour and the walk. People having throwing snowballs in there next to the statue. People trying to sell you carriage rides. And Central Park looks like Winter Wonderland. If you do decide to do this in the future, in your future Christmas vacation holiday to New York, make sure you wear a hat. Wear gloves. I didn't bring gloves because I don't know where they are. My hands are freezing. Find a scarf, because you want to cover your face, but you want to make sure you keep a little space between you, because if the scarf gets wet, you're going to freeze even more. Shoes that you can walk through puddles of unknown depth and origin in without getting your socks wet, and a very warm coat. I saw a lot of tourists that did not have winter coats on, and they are cold. They are very cold, because even though it's not that cold temperature-wise compared to what it can be, the wind is biting. But don't look up all the time. Don't be looking at your phone while you're walking through. Don't block the sidewalk. Don't be holding hands. Don't walk 3 across. And if you bring a stroller, make sure that you're not pushing your kid into traffic, or like running people over. And just don't be a jerk, especially when you're taking your pictures. And you can ask somebody to take your picture for you. You don't have to struggle with the selfie cam for 10 minutes holding everybody else up. I think that's it. I think that's the highlights. I am going back home now to Queens. Very much looking forward to being warm again. And thanks so much for coming along for this Winter Wonderland adventure. I hope that everybody has a great holiday season. Happy New Year. And don't forget, you could be spending your time with anybody, but you chose to spend it with me, and that's what I appreciate about you. I will see you all next time. Bye.